if you have to rip out your work and you're working in moss stitch, I'm going to show you how to set up a safety line. So grab a needle, preferably a size smaller than the one you're knitting with, but you can definitely just use the one that you're knitting with as well. A lot of people also like to use a tapestry needle with some scrap yarn. That works just fine. Okay, so if we go to the edge here, you see how it's kind of messy. So the spot that I like to pick is, you see these sort of straight legs in these spots here, and that's what I'm going to go with just because it's easiest. I like to think of moss stitch as having background and foreground stitches, and I'm going to get into that a little bit here. So just go under that first leg, and now we're working with a foreground stitch, and that's this one right next to it. So we just pick up that one leg of that stitch. Now we're going to go into a background stitch, and that is this one down here, which is, you can see it's sunken a little bit, and that's why I'm calling it a background stitch. So we go into that one and then the foreground stitch, and then we pick up the leg of the background stitch. We are kind of going in a little bit of a zigzag pattern. So now when we're back to a foreground stitch right there, you kind of have to move up a little bit. And then again, the background stitch is down sunken, and you have to angle your needle down a little bit to pick that up. Then we have the foreground here, the background stitch down there, and you just keep moving along until you get to the end. Okay, and now we should have all of those stitches securely on that second needle. So whatever mistake we made up here, we can just rip back. So now we can remove this top needle. And this is the reason I like using a double pointed needle for this, is because when you rip it back, you're just ready to go. You've got a needle there and you can knit, and you don't have to transfer your stitches back onto a needle.